Hello, everybody. Ted Davis here with another album battle for ya. Two female-fronted bands here. One from the late 70s, one from the early 80s. In one corner, we have the Wilson Sisters and Company and Heart with their 1978 album, Magazine, their last one released under Mushroom Records. In the other corner, we got Martha Davis and the guys in the Motels with their 1983 released Little Robbers, released on Capitol Records. So, let's go ahead and talk about Heart, since it was released first. Magazine was originally released in 1977, but due to a court battle between the band and their record label Mushroom Records, it was pushed back, remixed a little bit, and then they kind of tinkered with the tracks and whatnot, and then Mushroom re-released it in 1978, and it was Heart's last record under the Mushroom label, and some really good tunes on here. Not a long album, maybe only about 38, 39 minutes. Only 8 songs. Some live tracks. We got the cover right here. I love the album cover. So the personnel on here got Mike Flicker producing, with assistance by Hart, and then Mike Fisher, who was Roger Fisher's brother. So we got Nancy Wilson on vocals and acoustic guitars, rhythm guitars, and Wilson on lead vocals and various woodwind instruments, Michael DeRozier on drums, Howard Leese on guitars and synthesizers, Steve Fossen on bass, and Roger Fisher on guitars. Recorded at Mushroom Studios in Vancouver, Sea West Studios in Seattle. That's probably where they did the touching up of it in preparation for the re-release. And then the live tracks were recorded at the Aquarius Tavern in Seattle, which was a club where Heart performed in their early days quite frequently. So opening up side one, we have one of the chart hits on this album, Heartless. Really great rocker, really great way to start off the album. I love it. It's one of my favorite Heart songs. I love it. Track number 2, Devil Delight. Really great, slow, dirgy, hard rocker with a great guitar solo by Roger Fisher and some great vocals by Ann Wilson. Just the Wine, a great kind of folky rocker. Well, not really a rocker, but a folk tune. Some gentle vocals by Ann. And some great string arrangements conducted by Howard Leese. I think Howard Leese did the string arrangements on this album. And then their take on the Badfinger classic, Without You. Probably, in my opinion, one of Ann Wilson's best vocal performances on any recording. I love the Bonham-style drum fills that Mike DeRozier does during the breaks here, too. A great way to end off side 1. Side 2, we have the great title track with some great synthesizer work by Howard Leese and a great synthesizer solo, too. Some great ride cymbal bell action by Mike DeRozier and a great guitar solo at the outro by Roger Fisher, I believe. Here Song, kind of a brief little folky rocker, dig that tune. Now we get to the live tracks recorded at the Aquarius. Mother Earth Blues / You Shook Me, which is a blues medley of a Memphis Slim tune and then the Muddy Waters classic. Probably my favorite song on here, in my opinion, on this album. I really enjoyed this live track a lot. Great harmonica solo by Ann. I think Ann does the harmonica solo. Great guitar solo by Roger Fisher. Let me go ahead and take a look. Let's see. That is quite possibly. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Howard Leese does the guitar solo in this too. Come on, get back in there. And a great guitar solo it is. And then finishing off the album, we got their take on the Kiki D classic, I've Got the Music in Me. Done very well and ramped up a bit. Great vocals by the Wilson sisters. So yeah, overall, a very solid album. A great album. Probably one of my top 3 favorite Heart albums. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. A lot of people don't really like it all that much. Or maybe they don't like that, they just kind of don't hold it as in regard as compared to Dreamboat Annie and Little Queen and Dog and Butterfly. But this holds up quite well in my opinion. I really enjoyed this. So over on the other side of things right here, we got Martha Davis and Company and the Motels with Little Robbers. Released in 1883 on Capitol Records, produced by Val Garay. Reportedly not a very, they had a tough time working with them, or at least recorded what I read, working conditions were pretty, on the recording of this album was pretty stress induced. Let me see if I can get a personnel for you. Okay, yeah. So, by the way, here's the Intergate fold right here of Martha Davis. It's pretty cool. So right here we got the Motels consists of Martha Davis on vocals and guitar, Marty Gerard on keyboards and sax, Michael Goodrow on bass, Brian Glasgock on drums and percussion, brother of John Glasgock, the bass player for Jethro Tull in the latter part of the 70s. Guy Perry on guitar, Scott Thurston on keyboards and guitar, and then we got some additional musicians: Steve Goldzing, Craig Kampf, Craig Hull, Chris Page, Bob Getter, Waddy Watchell, Jerry Peterson. It was recorded at Record One in Los Angeles from January 1983 to August 83. So let's get into the songs on here. So side one, we open up with Great Rocker, Where Do We Go From Here, Nothing Sacred. A really great rocker, great vocals by Martha on that. The big hit off this tune, Suddenly Last Summer, just a breezy pop tune. The Motels are really good at writing that. I enjoy it quite a bit. Isle of You, a really great reggae-induced tune. Dig that tune quite a bit. Trust Me, my favorite song on the album. Just a really great boogie, hard rocker. Some really potent guitar riffs in that song. And then Monday Shutdown, slow-ish kind of pop rocker. Not really my favorite tune, but it's okay. Side 2, Remember the Nights, another kind of breezy pop rocker with some great vocals by Martha. The title track, Little Robbers, a really funky tune. Into the Heartland, a really mid-tempo, kind of happy rocker. Tables Turned, another breezy pop tune with some great vocals by Martha. And then Footsteps, which is another reggae-induced tune. I don't like it quite as much as I Love You, but it's pretty good. So overall, a solid album by the Motels. If you like breezy pop, 80s pop, then this is the band for you. I think this is a very underrated band. All For One from 1982, the previous one before this, is also really good. So, the time in the program has come for me to pick one between the two. For me, this isn't really much of a fight here. As much as I love this, and I do, Heart gets it for me. So this is probably a 4th round KO. Martha Davis and the guys in the Motels are unable to keep up with the vocal prowess of Ann Wilson and the guitar duo of Roger Fisher and Howard Leese. But that's not to say that this album is bad by any stretch of the word, because it's not. I just enjoyed this better. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Stay tuned for more stuff like this in the future, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.